Hey everybody, Desert Guardian here, and today I'm going to talk about something a little bit different than what I'm normally talking about on my channel. Today I want to talk to you about NFW Watches. NFW Watches was started in 2005 by a gentleman named George Fox. George's been in the watch industry for years and years and years and had a lot of influence in design and specs and movements and things like that. And he decided, you know what, hey, I'm an entrepreneur. I want to go out on my own. I want to have a hand in my own design concepts, and I want them to be using the finest materials and not cut any corners. So that's the spirit he brought over to NFW Watches, and he is building some of the classiest watches and some of the toughest watches that I've seen in a long time. And I'm a watch nerd. You guys have seen my videos, you've seen my Instagram. I've got all kinds of watches, but this one is definitely gravitating to the top of my list. I have an NFW Vector to show you today, but first I just wanted to talk a little bit about NFW watches. George wanted to have a purpose for what he was doing, and his motto for NFW is badass with a big heart. The badass is going to refer to these awesome military grade, super tough, super classy watches, and the big heart is, guess what? A lot of the money, time, effort, and energy that he's putting out and bringing in is going to organizations that support first responders and veterans. Yeah, so you buy an NFW watch, a bunch of that money is going to these organizations. In fact, there's a watch that just came out that people have been waiting for a while called the Valor, which is a beautiful automatic self-winding watch. That $50 of that, every time you buy one, $50 goes to supporting the Honor Flight program, which flies World War II veterans to the memorials in Washington, D.C. Yeah, that's right. These guys and gals that fought for us, we're taking care of them by supporting NFW watches. And I can't tell you enough how much I think that's a commendable effort that George and his company are putting into it. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I support them. So this particular one is called the Vector. And I'm going to show you that in just a second. I know you want to see it. But NFW is really interesting. Since their first year, they've been on the wrists of athletes. They've been in the NFL. In fact, this year at the Super Bowl, the referees were wearing NFW watches. So they're precise and trusted enough that the timers and the officials at the Super Bowl are wearing the NFW watches. So yeah, let's take a look. So this one, well, you know what? First off, let's take a look at this case it comes in. I mean, that's pretty much amazing. This is aluminum, very well built. NFWonline.com on the back, NFW logo on the front, nice little clasp. So, I mean, that just screams, you know, durability and high class right there. So let's pop it open and take a look at the Vector. All right, so we can set that aside. So in the case, there's the logo again. It's all felt lined. Take the Vector out, set it aside, and it sits on a nice felt pillow. You've got your instruction manual and owner's manual here, and this is a business card. This is actually George Fox's business card, signed by him. Thank you for purchasing one of my watches. May it bring you years of satisfaction. See the full collection at NFWonline.com. So that's awesome. A little personalized touch. So we'll pop that back in there, and we'll set the awesome case aside, and we'll take a look at the Vector. So this is one of the styles of the NFW Vector. Now, the Vector takes some styling cues from like a more of a retro military style case. You know, it's got military time, so it's got 24-hour index on the dial. It has a raised bezel on it that protects the crystal. So little good thinking there, because you know, anytime, I don't care what you have, whether it's a natural sapphire or the lab created crystal, it's actually harder than the natural sapphire that NFW uses, you can still run the risk of getting a scratch on it. So raising that little bezel up, let's see if I can here, let's find out better, maybe this will work. So you can see it does have, I mean, over 1/8 of an inch of coverage above and beyond. So, you know, if this is contacting something, it's not going to contact the crystal. So good thinking there. The case is 42 millimeters, so it's a great size. You know, it's a little bit bigger watch. They do make bigger than this, and then they make the women's ones that are smaller. But this, it's a great size. You can see it, you can feel it. You know, that surgical grade stainless steel case, screw down, crown and case back. I mean, it's it's built right. It's built to last. And the screw together case also gets you the 200 meters of water resistance. So do the math. That's 660 feet. I don't know about you, but I'm probably not going to go 660 feet deep anytime in the near future. But if I was going to, this watch would be fine with me. So you know, it's a beautiful design. Now, I initially said one of the styles of Vector. So this is one of the styles. So this one has a standard watch face with a day and date on it. It does have a brown leather band on it. So genuine Italian leather with the NFW logo on it. It's nice and thick and heavy. You can buy this with a black leather, a full stainless steel bracelet. They do a black rubber. So the bracelet styles are numerous, and you can kind of, if you go to the website nfwonline.com, you can pick and choose kind of the different style that works for you. You know, this is a very classy brown leather and, you know, standard clock face. It does have the, what is it? It's a Swiss Super Luminova luminescent hands and numbers on it. So you got a great glow and when it gets darker out. So some of the other styles of the Vector, you can get a full chronograph in there where you have the 3 dials with the timers and everything. And you can also get different color faces. In fact, on their website, I saw one with a yellow face, and I thought, wow, that one's awesome. It was a black band with a yellow face and the stainless case on it. It looked amazing. A little bit showy, you know, and I think that's killer. I think it's a great style. And the Vector is only one of their lines of watches. I mean, they make one called the Autopilot, the Viperfish, the Valor, which I already mentioned. The Valor is the one that $50 of the purchase price goes to the honor flights for the World War II veterans. So, unfortunately, I just have the one to show you today, but you know, it is drop dead gorgeous, amazing quality. You know, if you get a chance, jump online, go to nfwonline.com and take a look at George Fox's watches. They are beautiful. This is probably going to be developing a really bad habit because I think I've picked out 4 already that I want to buy. So, you know, hey, check it out. Find one that works for you and buy it. The money is going to a great cause. You're supporting an American company built by Americans for Americans. These are made stateside. Yeah, I cannot say enough good things about George Fox and NFW watches. So that's it. That's the Vector. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it's a little bit different than my videos normally are. But hey, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave them below. If I can't answer the question, I'll just shoot George a message and he'll get back to me and he'll answer it. You know, it's that simple. He's that in touch with his customer base. So yeah, also below the description there, I'm going to put some links. And I'll put a link in directly back where you can buy this watch. And, you know, surprisingly, folks, this watch is well under 300 bucks. Yeah, that's right. So this is dancing in the ballroom with other watches that cost $2,000, $3,000, $10,000. And you can pick this up for less than 300. Even the Valor, which is the self-winding automatic drop dead gorgeous. I mean, you can pick up that one for less than 1,000. You know, I've got watches that are $3,000 watches that aren't as high quality as that one. So, yeah, check it out. I'll put some links in the bottom. Like I said, man, I just keep talking about this. When I see something I like, I just ramble on. But I'll put some links in the description. And, yeah, I definitely encourage you to check them out. And let me know. Let me know what you think. And, yeah, so this is the NFW Vector. And that's it for now. Desert Guardian, out.